There may be hope for the GDC after all. And what's this orange thing? What are these pictures? What does the LifePod ship look like? Here on Cobra TV. Okay, so there's a lot of things that I want to get out in this video, in such a short time to do it too. The first thing that I do want to bring up are the donations that I got that actually did bring a tear to my eye. I want to thank from the bottom of my heart to Heidi and Colton for your contribution to this show, and I will use that money in a great way. You guys are so amazing. Whether it's $1 or more, I am so ever grateful, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. If either of you want to come on the show, add me on Skype and I will make that happen. One more quick thing. There's a YouTuber that helped me get my start. His name is Rummin Apples, and he is a games critic, which means he tells you the pros and cons of some games. Now, there's things that I don't agree with him, but that does not mean that he's not my favorite YouTuber of all time. He doesn't get enough credit for his talent and his professionalism. Go check out his YouTube channel, and if you do, make sure you tell him Cobra saying it. As we know, Sean Murray will not be speaking at the GDC, but as a few subscribers pointed out, there is hope for the GDC after all. Grant Duncan, the art director at Hello Games, will be speaking at the GDC, the Art Direction Bootcamp. Now, I'm not sure how public that's going to be, but it definitely seems something very interesting to look forward to. Now, over the long period of time that I've been making No Man's Sky videos, I've covered so much, and there's a lot of videos down there to go over, and a lot of people haven't seen some of the things that I've mentioned in my videos. So just to bring a few topics back up to the surface, let's start with the orange floating orb at the trade station. This I believe is actually a kiosk. If you walk up to it, you could probably see the stats of the ships that are landing and possibly maybe upgrade your suit or your multi-tool from that kiosk. I can't really think of any other thing that it would be, and we do know that we can do upgrades and other things at the trade stations and space stations, so thinking that this might be a kiosk is probably the best speculation that I can possibly give on the orange floating orb. And speaking of ships, a while back in I think 2 or 3 videos, I did show this picture, which I believe is the LifePod ship, because it doesn't have any resemblance to the Trader, Fighter, or Explorer, and it does look pretty wimpy, and I couldn't imagine something like this having a hyperdrive. So I think it's a safe bet and say that this is possibly the LifePod ship that we will respawn in once our ships are destroyed. But although I believe this picture was taken in early development, things can change. Things can change dramatically. Let me know what you guys think below. And these pictures that I found on my Twitter account, posted by Peaceful Gamer, was asking if these were official screenshots of No Man's Sky. And that was the big question that I had a while back, whether they were just visuals created for the PSX concert or whether they were actual in-game footage. The reason why I'm on the fence about whether it being actually in-game footage or just visuals is because during the speech before the band actually started playing, he said something about there being new game footage and visuals. So I would love for this to be something in the game that I could come across when I'm on a planet. Let me know what you guys think below. Either way, these images are beautiful, but these could have been just created for the band as they played. But if some of you have not seen a lot of my older videos, take some time whenever you have free time and go over some of them. Stay tuned at the end of this video for a new segment that I would like to add to this show. The No Man's Sky news every 3 to 4 days, or No Man's Sky uploads, will still continue. That will not change. but I would love to add a new segment that I would like to post maybe 2 videos a month. And this show's called Cobra Cast. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Another topic that I would really like to talk about is PvP, or killing on sight, like you see in DayZ or other games like that. I don't think that that's going to happen in No Man's Sky. I mean, of course it will. It will. But I think that the fan base in No Man's Sky is a lot different than what you see in most other games. I run a Facebook No Man's Sky group that is over 1,000 members, and the link is below, so if you're not a member, click down there and go check it out. But we really don't have hardly anybody fighting or arguing or anything like that in the Facebook group, and I don't see a whole lot of it going on in the comment section of my videos. I think that the following, the fans that we have that want to play this game, there's a big difference between us and most people that play PvP games. And with No Man's Sky being so rare for you to finally run into another player, if you notice that they're flying differently than the AI usually fly, you're going to know that it's a player. And in my opinion, that's going to be a moment. You know, you're going to be flying for months and then finally you see another player. I don't believe that people are going to want to shoot, you know, just because it is another player. Because if you do shoot and you do kill, who knows how long it'll be before you finally run into another player. And who knows how long it'll be before you get to look at their suit and see what their appearance is like and kind of get a great idea for what you look like. So I think the etiquette in No Man's Sky is going to be a lot, the mannerism, the respect in this game is going to be different than what you see in normal multiplayer games. But only time will tell, and that it just interests me so much to see, and I can't wait to see how other people are going to treat other people in No Man's Sky. I really do believe we've got a great fan base here and a lot of respectful players. But comment down below, guys. Let me know if you're the type of person to shoot on sight in No Man's Sky. If you are, then that's cool. I understand. But I really don't think that we're going to have a whole lot of that when you finally do rarely ever run into a random stranger. Let me know what you guys think. Here is some wonderful fan art from No Man's Sky fans all around the world. It amazes me, some of the talent that's out there, some of the passion from these people, and I'm just truly blessed to be among all of you. You guys are so amazing. I love you so much. And here's some more subscriber calls too. But first, here is a fan video made by a subscriber named Mario. You will be able to find the full video on my other YouTube channel.
When spotting life in No Man's Sky. First of all, if you see a ship and you think it sees you, turn around in 3 circles in order to show the ship that you're an actual player. If you see the ship you just saw is an actual player, he or she should also correspond with 3 circles in order to verify that they are an actual player. So once both of you have verified that you both are legit players in No Man's Sky, one of you should head towards the nearest planet, which will lead the other player in order to finally see how you both look, trade some resources, make friends, trade units, whatever, you know? Killing another player in No Man's Sky would be really insensitive, due to how rare you actually see other players. According to Sean Murray, the chances of 2 players meeting in the vast universe of No Man's Sky will be extremely rare, and therefore it will be in your hands to either kill or do good with people you come across.
Okay, guys. So thanks so much for coming on Cobra TV. What I want to talk about today is PvP. But before we get to that, I would like to hear what you guys want to say before we actually move on to the main topic.
I was kind of wondering about whether or not we would be able to like I don't know, I guess like, you know, what kind of upgrades might be in it for our ships, you know?
Well, as we know, the ships actually cannot be upgraded.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You just have to simply buy a ship with these stats that better suit your needs for your gameplay.
Oh, okay.
The suit and the multi-tool are both upgradable. But if you want a ship that's better, you have to purchase a better ship.
Alright.
But the upgrades on the multi-tool really interest me because he said you can upgrade it to be more combat oriented, or you could upgrade it to be more, suitable to mine with and to get resources with. And so, definitely we're all going to have like different upgrade choices, and on the suit as well, which your upgrades on your suit will actually change the appearance of the suit, which in turn kind of makes a little bit of a player customization, kind of, although you won't be able to see it. But when you meet somebody, your suit, your appearance will be similar, but it will still look different than somebody else's.
Something I want to add real quick. I actually have this on my list. I actually wanted to bring up that they should add in some sort of upgrades to the ship, even if it is just something simple like painting it.
I do agree with you. I think painting, putting a different color on it would be a great touch to it. Yeah,
that might be something they may add. Not sure, but
well, yeah, I mean, after the game does well, people play the core of the game that Sean wants to be seen played. A lot of updates are going to come to us. And also with the modding community on PC version, he said he's going to add modding tools for people. So you're definitely on the PC versions are going to see a lot of stuff, like changing the color of your ships, or who knows what they're going to do.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
They're definitely like going to do more than that, maybe, as well. So they might like even add ships in.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
The modding community might be the thing to kind of bring the game into itself,
Very true.
All right, something I wanted to talk about was the types of play, basically, that the players would be doing. I've gotten some feedback from some of the people that are going to be playing, and they said that some of the things they said I've put on this list, and here's some of the things I said.
Okay.
The first thing I came up with was what I'm going to call the role play style, and I think this is kind of what you was talking about possibly doing, Cobra. The kind of making your own story as you play the game, since there is no direct story in the game. You got to use your imagination to make it your own.
Yeah.
And you can even kind of pretend a little bit, like get it's going to be rare, but maybe you hook up with your friend. Maybe you guys can, you're the leader with a trader ship or something, and then he's got an attack ship that is like your bodyguard, basically.
Right. Yeah.
And have fun like that.
Oh yeah, there's going to be so much of that, and this game is like suited perfectly for people that want to role play in No Man's Sky. And I know too a lot of people that sound silly, but I don't know, man. It's just a great thing, I think there's going to be some wild role plays out there, and it's a backdrop of a movie. You're the actor, you're the director, and you could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how I felt about it.
Right.
Yeah. We know anything if like we can like maybe like go on water, or like if there would be like a thing we could like travel on the water. I don't know. Well,
I think they're going to be adding vehicles in later, and I'm going to go ahead and discuss this right now. I was going to do it on a separate video, but
Okay.
Susie Wallace, I don't know exactly when she became a member at Hello Games, but she was a developer that helped make the game Project Cars.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
She's
that's
big,
right up my alley.
yes, she's a big car lover. I mean, I've even seen her in race cars before, but she works at Hello Games now. And we do know from the concept art that they had on the walls and everything that most of that actually got in the game. You know, the types of ships, you know, the worlds and stuff that they use for inspiration. But on that wall, there's vehicles with 4 wheels. Okay, so we do know that they were at one point in time considering making land vehicles. So bringing Susie Wallace on board at Hello Games is a good indicator that maybe she's there to help with the development of land vehicles.
Yeah.
That-
could be, definitely.
That's really good. She actually might be able to help with how it handles on the land, since they're used to doing the handling for the spaceships instead of the ground vehicles.
And why stop there? Why not make vehicles that run on the surface of the land and maybe even go under? They'll run on the surface of the water, and then maybe even you can submerge it, kind of like a submarine. We do know that the spaceships cannot go underwater. So far, right now, all we have is our suit, and we can breathe underwater with the suit and use the jetpack to kind of move around. But what if we need to go faster? We would need a better vehicle to be in that can actually go underwater. I think that's a good idea, and I don't know, maybe that's something that they're just keeping secret, or we could expect it in an update.
I really hope so.
Yeah, I think it would be really cool to add like a little vehicle, and just be able to cruise, because you could get pretty far away from your ship, and as we all know, they took away the ability to call your ship to your location, so that's gone.
Oh wow.
And it would be nice to have a vehicle so that you can go pretty far away and then get back pretty quick, although we really don't know how fast the jetpack and how powerful that thing can be. We did see a little bit of the jetpack when he was with Game Informer showing off the game in dev mode, and it looked pretty slow, but who knows what it's going to be in the final game.
Yeah, because that's definitely going to be a lot of ground to cover. So
Definitely.
Yeah, I do hope that they make it at least a bit fast, because the planets are huge. What if you go quite a good way away from your ship? You want to get back to it quickly.
Right. And here's a theory, but I don't think he's actually planning on us wanting to, look at the entire planet. I think that he's putting like points of interest all over the planet for places that say, hey, there's something here, go here. And hey, there's something over here, go over there. So I'm thinking that he doesn't expect us to want to see every inch, because let's face it, that would be impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you just decide that I don't want to explore, I'll just stay here.
Right.
The planet.
Well, actually, going off of that, something I want to see from them is maybe the ability to build a base, basically, with a hangar and maybe a storage unit, something to put some things and maybe even keep an extra ship.
Yeah.
That would be really cool to add. I know the whole point is to not stay on one planet, but wouldn't it be kind of cool to set up one planet just to go back to and have your little base? And I don't know, it's something I'd like to do.
Oh yeah, man, that would be so cool. And why stop there? Why not go and make a big giant ship that you could travel in, and you could hold like 3 ships in it, one of each class, and then just travel with that thing. And you really can't do much with it. Like, let's say it's too big to kind of like go onto a planet, so you'd have to dock somewhere right outside the planet and choose a ship and then go onto the planet. That would be cool. And he was asked, can you build space stations? And he said, no, you cannot. And then under his breath he said, but that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I remember that was in the like whatever 70 questions.
Yeah,
exactly. Wasn't it?
Yep.
Another one of the gameplay things that I've been seeing some people talk about. The way to go about it is kind of black hole or bust. Just go straight for the center of the galaxy. See what's in that black hole.
That would take a long time. Definitely.
There's people that are planning on doing it like that.
What do you mean? Just to get to the center of the galaxy?
Where the black hole is.
Well, yeah, that would only take 40 to 100 hours. That's the size of a small campaign game.
Oh,
that's not too bad.
No, it's not at all. And that's for people who rush it, and ignore everything else and just do the bare minimum to get there. So that's why when you guys start the game, you guys can get to your friends in anywhere between 40 and under 100 hours. So it's going to be simple to get to your friends, but there's no mechanism as of right now to help you guys stay with each other unless you're really good friends and decide to be all right, I love you, bro. Let's go ahead and quit playing for right now, and tomorrow at 12 o'clock we'll start again.
Yeah, you guys would have to play literally at the same time.
Yeah, or if you got online and he wasn't, just travel around that solar system, but make sure you come back.
Yep.
Yeah, that could also work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could definitely work.
You were talking about PvP things earlier, and something that I was thinking about was the ability to build a guild, to have a clan, crew, guild, whatever you want to call it, that is at least a social hub of some sort, to get some of the players to interact.
Yeah.
And
You're
that could also lead
web-based.
Yeah, maybe kind of like Grand Theft Auto does with their crews.
Oh yeah,
mixture of in-game plus the website kind of deal.
Yeah, we're working on that right now, actually.
Yeah, I think they would have probably special servers for that, something.
I hope they do, but if they don't, we've got that covered. We're working on this, exactly what you just talked about, a website where you could join that it's just like Facebook, but it's centered around No Man's Sky only. Just everything No Man's Sky.
That is awesome. I would love to see that happen.
Yeah, it's nearly done. We got maybe about another week, maybe 2 weeks.
Oh,
I almost don't want to say that just in case it takes a little bit longer. But,
yeah, you never know. So.
We've got some people already on there, and they're testing it out, posting to the forums and, doing a little bit here and there to kind of test it and see what they think about it. But, yeah, we got that going.
That's good.
That's good. Cool.
Right.
And as soon as it goes live, I will be making a video and posting the link and opening up the doors to it.
I'll be one of the first ones walking through those doors.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well.
Also, with that guild idea is that can open doors for such things as player versus player, guild versus guild fighting. Maybe.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe get 3 guys on one side and 3 guys on another side and have a little battle.
Exactly.
Make sure you're not going to lose much if you lose your ship,
And that's, that's fun. I really hope that in the future, Hello Games kind of makes something like that easy, or available. I'm not sure that the modding community can actually get that together. I don't know. But it's going to be fun to see because I'm going to own it both on PS4 and PC. So I'll be able to take advantage of the modding community. But PvP, since you said that, I want to go ahead and talk about this for a second. I don't think in No Man's Sky that you're going to have anybody doing the kill on sight. If you're traveling around for months and you've been alone, maybe you're getting a little bored or burned out, and then you come across the ship it's not flying like the AI. It's flying kind of erratic, so it's an online player. I don't think that you're going to want to shoot, or they are, because you're both are going to be like, wow, this is a moment. That's an actual real person, and I don't want to shoot you, you know? PvP is actually changing. I know DayZ is a really bad example for that, but I've been playing H1Z1, and people in H1Z1 are not killing on sight. I've been killed. What?
I don't know. I've been killed on sight in that game a lot.
Well, normally when you're killed on sight, there's an etiquette to H1Z1.
Yeah.
Like whenever I come into a town and you hear that music playing, when you hear music playing, there's an online player nearby. So you immediately announce yourself, say, I got no weapons, I'm starving, I'm just looking for food and water, I'm passing through. If you want me to leave, I'll be, they will normally be really cool and they'll respond over mic and you won't get killed. But you definitely have to announce yourself, otherwise you look suspicious.
Yeah, I actually watch a lot of DayZ videos. I actually can't play it because my computer is not a gaming PC. It doesn't run it, but I've been watching a lot of videos of it over the past month, and I've seen a lot of people kill on sight, but I've also seen a lot of things like that where you just kind of, hey, I'm here, I'm not gonna hurt you,
Yeah.
I have no weapon out, and they be all friendly.
Yeah, and H1Z1, I've been killed by more wolves and bears than I have actual players. These two guys, I ran into them, and they were in a house, and I walked into the house, and I scared the crap out of this guy. And he pulled a gun out, and he ran around the corner. He's like, "Are you friendly? Are you friendly?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I'm friendly. I don't even have a stick, bro." So he came out holding the gun up to me, and then he said, "Do you need anything?" And I said, "I'm starving." So he dropped some food for me, and I picked it up, and he said, "Now go about your business. Get out of here." One of the things, I don't know if both of you are a member of the Facebook No Man's Sky Facebook group, but if you look in the comment section on any one of my videos, and you look in the No Man's Sky Facebook group that I belong to, there's no fighting. Nobody's arguing. It's a group that's over 1,000 people on Facebook, and there's hardly any arguing at all.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed. Yeah.
The fan base behind this game is a different fan base than you see typically in most games. So I really think that in No Man's Sky, it's going to be a lot different than, say, DayZ.
DayZ or anything else, yeah.
I really do think it's a big different crowd. I just don't see a whole lot of kill on sight. If you do kill somebody when you see them, who knows when you're going to see another person? You're not even going to know what you look like if you can't see that person.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. What you were saying about how the group has no fighting, that's really hard to do in a group of over 1,000. I'm a admin for a very popular Forza racing group.
Right. And
it's really hard to keep everyone in line and, not have fighting.
Yeah, it's amazing. We've had like 1 or 2 fights break out here and there, but I'm talking like 1 or 2 ever. It's just an amazing feeling that the No Man's Sky fan base actually gets along so well with each other.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot.
Jacoby, do you got any YouTube links or any links or social networks you want to pump out there?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. It's Jacoby Sparks, almost like Jacob I Sparks, all one word.
Okay.
That's how you find it on YouTube. And I also have a second channel that I don't upload too much to, but every now and then it's called Gamer Sparks, also all one word.
All right. What about you, Ford?
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube under the same name as my Skype, and I am also on Twitch, which is under the same name, and I got a Steam as well, if anyone wants to go check that out.
Okay, guys,
right.
Man, it's been amazing having you guys on the show. Like I said again, it's just a big pleasure.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for talking. Glad to be part of the show now.
Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Cobra Cast. I am your host, Cobra. Joining me is Bookshelf Gaming and special guest and expert witness on Halo, Tyler.
Oh God! This is the. I'm so sorry. This is the worst possible moment for this. Hold on.
Some of the things we're going to talk about today are the NASA experiment laying in bed for 70 days. And someone actually did that. But most importantly, what we're going to talk about first is a new game called Anarchy Arcade. And it is probably the coolest thing that I've come across in a long time, without considering No Man's Sky in that equation. Okay, so let's get to talking about Anarchy Arcade. So in this age of digital purchasing, one of my pet peeves is I like to have physical copies only because I want to feel like I actually own what I'm buying and I can touch it, feel it, look inside, look at the artwork, look at the sleeves, read the lyrics if it's a CD of music or whatever. I know digital is more convenient and in the future it's going to be a lot more cheaper. But I'm just not ready to move on. But after seeing Anarchy Arcade, I'm a little bit more open to digital ownership. And the reason why is because this developer has found this awesome way to make it feel like...
Did I interrupt something?